Today on Rappler. President Marcos says Chinese planes firing flares near a Philippine aircraft over Scarborough Shoal is illegal and reckless. Vice President Sara Duterte's satisfaction rating drops following her exit as education chief. An alleged accomplice in the killing of journalist Percy Lapid dies while police were arresting him. 17's Jeonghan is set to enlist in the military. And the Philippines celebrates a century of participating in the Summer Olympics with an all-time best performance. The Philippines criticizes China's Air Force after two of its planes dropped flares in the path of a Philippine aircraft over Scarborough Shoal on Thursday, August 8. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Sunday, August 11, said the action was unjustified, illegal, and reckless. The armed forces of the Philippines earlier called it dangerous and provocative. The Philippine Air Force plane was on a routine patrol flight over Scarborough Shoal, which lies within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. This is the first Air Force-to-Air Force encounter with the Chinese in the area under the Marcos administration. Vice President Sara Duterte gets her lowest satisfaction rating ever in a public opinion survey, the first since she resigned as Education Secretary. A new social weather stations or SWS survey shows satisfaction with Duterte's performance dropped from 75% in March to 65% by late June. Dissatisfaction rose from 13% to 21%. Net satisfaction with Duterte dropped from plus 63 to plus 44. The survey was conducted among 1,500 adult respondents across the Philippines from June 23 to July 1. That was the week after Duterte quit as education chief on June 19. Despite the drop, SWS says Duterte's net satisfaction rating still qualifies as good. The alleged accomplice of the convicted killer of broadcaster Percy Lapid dies as police tried to arrest him on Sunday, August 11. In an interview with DZBB, NCR Police Chief Major General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. said the suspect, Jake Mendoza, died by suicide. This was hours after negotiations with the police on orders to arrest Mendoza in Lipa, Batangas. Nartates said Mendoza held his partner and child hostage during the negotiation. Police say Mendoza was the accomplice of Joel Escorial, who was convicted of killing Lapid in May. Lapid was driving near his home in Las Piñas when he was shot dead in October 2022. His real name was Percy Mabasa. He was the second journalist known to have been killed under the Marcos administration. K-pop superstar 17 will be missing two members when they kick off their next world tour and launch their new mini-album later this year. Their agency, Pledis Entertainment, announces Jeonghan and June will be missing the group's activities in the second half of 2024. Jeonghan is set to enlist in the South Korean military for at least 18 months, which is mandatory for all able-bodied Korean men. No word yet on the exact date of his enlistment. June, meanwhile, is pursuing acting in his native China. He won't be joining the group at Lollapalooza Berlin on September 8 due to a schedule conflict. The 13-piece group minus 2 will launch their 17 Right Here World Tour at Goyang Stadium in South Korea on October 12 and 13. They will release their 12th mini-album the same month. No worries, Jeonghan and June have pre-filmed content with the rest of the group. Pledis says June will attend fan meets as much as he can. In a Weverse post, June apologized for his schedule conflicts and said he would, quote, work hard to complete any schedule. The Philippines marks 100 years of participation in the Summer Olympics with an all-time best campaign. Gymnastics ace Carlos Yulo and boxers Nesty Petesio and Ira Villegas lead the 22-strong Centennial team as they bring home 2 gold and 2 bronze medals. Yulo and Villegas proudly carried the Philippine flag at the closing ceremony in Paris on Sunday, August 11. In case you were wondering why golfers Bianca Pagdanganan and Dottie Ardina competed without uniforms, the Philippine Olympic Committee and the Philippines National Golf Association say their uniforms got held up at French customs. The two golfers instead wore store-bought shirts, then attached a patch of the Philippine flag. Pagdanganan finished 4th in the women's golf competition, the highest ever by a Filipino in the Olympics. The Philippines ends the Olympics as the best-performing Southeast Asian nation, beating regional rivals Indonesia and Thailand. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.